the time to pick up the pieces of Silver's reign and start afresh. Goodison Park's seen 65 years of unbroken top-flight football, but at the moment, number 66 is by no means guaranteed. Will Everton's road to recovery begin here after the Silver era? A return to the gold standard is imperative. Everton have lost 9 league games this season, culminating in them conceding 5 in the Merseyside derby for the first time in 37 years. Winner Southampton, the only success they've had in the last 7 weeks, just 7 points from a possible 33 coming into today. This is a season, of course, where the right in context have been how they would be able to improve on the 8th position that they finished last year and breach that top 6.
There's a lot of talk coming to this game about how Duncan Ferguson would line his team up. The first thing he's done is change that back 3 to a back 4. Everton have looked better when they played in the 4 rather than that 3. Did it against Leicester. They did OK at Leicester, but totally outplayed at Anfield in the derby. Surprisingly, he has gone 4-4-2. 2 up front, leaves them a little bit isolated, I think, in midfield.
That was the area where they really struggled to get to grips with Liverpool on Wednesday night. Across the park from here. Big responsibility on Gylfi Sigurdsson alongside Morgan Schneider in the heart of the midfield today for Everton in that regard. And Richarlison's played just off Calvert-Lewin in the early stages, will have to drop deep. That's a ball that Liverpool had plenty of joy with the other night. Long diagonal, tried to... Mason Mount and it made an excellent run forward. Everton still haven't effectively cleared the danger. Sigurdsson's ball out, only finding Willian. It's James with the swirling cross back in.
Terrific break from Chelsea. You see him swarming in midfield to win the ball back quickly. They have got the extra man in there and then getting bodies into the box as well. Everton struggling to clear their lines.
A dead layoff from in there, Richarlison. Sidibe's ball in, and Richarlison gives Duncan Ferguson's Everton the perfect start. 4.5 minutes gone, an instant response from those in blue.
Shade of the head from Frank Lampard, absolute delight from Duncan Ferguson. It's pretty simple, really. Get the ball into the front man. They link up really well. Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison, get the ball wide and get yourself into the box. It's a terrific ball in. Richarlison on the run. 6 yards out, makes absolutely no mistake. He's in a rich vein of form, celebrating his new contract. And another header from the top scorer.
The man who is part of Marco Silva's legacy. And he's got the first goal in the post-Silva reign. Calvert-Lewin, clever use of his body. Walcott's ball in, just too fierce for Richarlison, who's hurt himself colliding with the frame of the goal.
Right, it's terrific play again. Here's Piliqueta getting drawn in and out of position. Leaves Walcott free. That is such a dangerous ball. Christensen not sure whether to have a go, touching it or not. Danger of scoring an own goal.
Walcott, it's Calvert-Lewin. Back off the goalkeeper and away from the on-rushing Richarlison.
He actually, once he got turned, he probably could have gone on. Zuma just trying to nick it in front. Took the shot early, tried to surprise Kepa.
Willian taking on a beating. Digne flashed across the base of goal from Abraham. Just too thin a contact.
Just haven't been as clinical as they would normally like, Chelsea, in that final third, but this is really good play. Excellent from Willian, great skill to work the space to get the cross in, and Abraham's movement is so good, getting across that near man.
Yellow card produced for Digne. Good advantage play by referee Pawson here. Abraham again, trying to get in towards the near post area. Cross that just evaded him. Only fine margins denying Chelsea an equaliser.
Signs they're getting closer. This is good play. If they can play through the press, then Chelsea can really get at that back four. Really unlucky. What a ball in from Mason Mount. Inches away, Tammy Abraham.
Pulisic. It's Mount. Mason Holgate with the defending. And with a good clearance as well after the initial block.
Great combination. Now can he play it? Just delayed it. Gave Holgate the opportunity to get back. It's a great block.
Kovacic tried in the challenge from Schneiderlin. Not the second one from Richarlison. He will be called over here by the referee. I think that'll be a yellow card. Clearance bought his side a little bit of time, caused problems. Calvert-Lewin makes it 2-0. Just broke his way inside the penalty area. He's finished with a block. And the expression on Duncan Ferguson's face speaks volumes. What a turnaround this has been.
Well, it's a defensive calamity from Chelsea's point of view. Christensen and Zuma getting themselves into trouble. They don't deal with it very well. Zuma just puts it in the air. Christensen doesn't win the header. Flicks off Zuma, can't make the clearance. And Calvert-Lewin takes advantage of the fortune. So put it past Kepa and give Everton a 2-goal lead. I'll tell you what, it's the perfect start to life after Marco Silva.
It's 2 at the moment, it might be more. Richarlison, away for Balaga, just able to bring the ball back into his body in the nick of time with Calvert-Lewin approaching.
Bright start to the first half from Everton, and a bright start to the second half as well. Out the blocks quickly, the crowd are up, they're 2 goals up.
Conte has Piliqueta in behind Abraham. Kovacic through a crowd of players and in. What a strike from Mateo Kovacic. Almost a carbon copy of his Champions League goal in Valencia. His first in the Premier League halves the deficit. It's game on again.
What a composed finish from Kovacic. Great run from Kante to get him behind that Everton back line. Bit of fortune the way it finds its way to Kovacic, but it's a guided finish. Through bodies into the corner. Again, they're checking.
Well, it's the position of Tammy Abraham and whether he's interfering with play. Makes no attempt to play the ball, but he's in Jordan Pickford's eyesight.
Just the recovery.
That's not. Sidibe. Good turn from Calvert-Lewin. It's come back off his hand this time. Schneiderlin trying to work the angle.
He's done so well. Recognised as Piliqueta out of position. Got himself into that left-back area. And trying to dribble it out. I'm not sure why. It did hit the hand of Calvert-Lewin, though, so wouldn't have counted.
Everton not thinking about regrouping, just thinking about getting the ball forward quickly. Walcott has beaten Conte. Richarlison's in the middle for him. Went for goal himself.
Yeah, mistake from N'Golo Conte, allowed Walcott away. I actually think he did the right thing here. I think it was really difficult. Reece James had done a brilliant job blocking that ball to the far post, so I think he had to go for goal himself. Kepa equal to it. Brilliant break from Walcott, great pace.
Kovacic. Great run forward from Conte. Mounts! Neither one thing nor the other, with Abraham lurking in support for him.
He's making this run more and more, N'Golo Kanté, stretching that Everton back line. He just gets it wrong. He wants to try and curl it, doesn't he, to that far post, but just gets it wrong. It's a horrible finish, really, from Mason Mount.
That left-back area is one that I understand Chelsea are significantly thinking about strengthening. And Richarlison on the deck again, has a free kick. Yellow card shown. Stop Chelsea getting to this kind of position. Pulisic thought that he was the aggrieved party there, but referee Pawson saw him as the aggressor.
Got there first, a little nudge. Sidibe reads it though in front. I think it's the right call.
Kovacic for Christensen, setting the sights from distance, but Pickford doesn't have a save to make.
And Frank Lampard likes that. His centre-half to step into the space. Christian more than adept at doing so. Caught it cleanly, just dragged it wide of Jordan Pickford's right post.
Michy Batshuayi will be coming on very shortly for Chelsea. Azpilicueta, awkward to control, it's Mount, and it was a crucial block from Holgate. Back in from Azpilicueta, fine save from Pickford to keep the lead intact.
Well, the longer this second half goes on, the deeper and deeper Everton get. Stays onside Azpilicueta. What a block this is from Mason Mount. Holgate it was. But it's only natural. Trying to hold on to the lead, desperate for 3 points that you get so deep.
It's there, Walcott. Calvert-Lewin. Tom Davies. Still Tom Davies goes. And it's bundled in by Calvert-Lewin. Fury for Chelsea, unmitigated delight for Everton and for Duncan Ferguson. Surely now, his first match as interim manager is going to end as a victory.
I'll tell you what, another defensive catastrophe from Chelsea. Got into a muddle for the second goal. And what about this for the third? Kepa's been guilty of that a couple of times today. A loose pass out from the back. Davis allowed to wriggle into the box. It falls kindly to Calvert-Lewin, of course, but Chelsea have only got themselves to blame. Like an absolute mess of trying to play out from the back. It's a horrible goal to concede. A really difficult season. This is a big moment for Everton. Fans have stayed.
That will just about be that.
Big day for Big Dunk. A nice moment there from Frank Lampard. As Duncan, we think, waving up there to Farhad Moshiri on the right, the majority shareholder, and Bill Kenwright there on the left. Job done. Not seen many days at Goodison Park like this in recent years.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch highlights all season long and tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend at 7 a.m. Eastern on NBCSN. And for more than 1,400 hours of exclusive Premier League content, make sure to visit NBCsports.com/gold.